ago. I finished planting my seeds. I had them in a plastic grocery bag, and I hung them off of my saw table, work table, in my outdoor shed, and left them there. Didn't think anything of it. When I came back that season the following season to spring to plant, I found that a mouse had got inside the sack and chewed up a lot of my seeds, basically making them useless, making a nest out of them. Apparently the mouse wasn't interested in the seeds as much as it was interested in just chewing up the paper. Well, today I decided to take a look at it and just see if there's any possible seeds that were left over that I could salvage. A lot of the little things, bags were chewed up, so the seeds were out. But it looked like, some daisies I never opened, some other flower plants I never opened. I even found a sweet pepper, which comes in a little package on the inside, that I didn't open. And there's some other things like this Red October tomato that still had some, and some things from my gardener that still had seeds in it, and this package of rhubarb from MI Garden. So I like rhubarb, and it's been a long time since I've had rhubarb. It was something that my grandma used to grow in her garden, and we used to come and sit down outside and get a big stalk and a bowl of sugar and dip it in and chew it. It was a great thing. I like rhubarb with or without the sugar, and love rhubarb strawberry pie or just rhubarb pie. So I was thinking that I would take this unused Burpee tree starter with fresh new cores, coconut cores, and try to plant as many as rhubarb that I can, and those tomatoes and peppers, and see if I can get these to grow. There were some other seeds, some pepper, tomato, some lettuce, some other lettuce seeds that I did plant out in my boxes. Just give them a try. We'll see if anything comes up of that or not. But basically, like this one right here, I'm not keeping this as trash. And after, I'm just going to plant the rest of this and throw it in the trash. I'm not messing with it anymore, thanks to the mouse. So, if you are not familiar with the Burpee Seed Starting System, it comes with a cover. It's a flimsy cover. It just goes on the outside here, and you'll see that at the end, I guess. And this is the 32 extra large set, so extra large trays. These will come apart. My other one is attached. Look, there you go, just like that. It comes with this bottom green part, which is about an inch and a half, maybe close to 2 inches deep. This is water deep, and these little trays with feet on the bottom, and this soaking mat. Now, part of the instructions for this, and something I always forget about every year, but I probably get it wet enough, is that you're supposed to wet this down, soak this mat. And you can see when you first start, it's not exactly wanting to absorb the water, but it's getting there. So the problem with this is that once you fill this tray full of water, which is like to an inch or a half inch deep, it becomes pretty heavy, and the tray not necessarily is the sturdiest for walking around too far with it. So you don't want to put it all the way filled with all the water that you need to put in there. But you do need to get this mat so it starts soaking up, and you can feel that it's getting wet. Because that's the trick of this thing, is that the mat gets wet, soaks up the water, and then on the bottom of the tray goes through, and the seeds go through the bottom. And I do believe that these holes are much bigger than what's in my current tray. I'll have to take a look at that, but I don't think that they're that big in my current tray. So the next step is, this is warm water, and it was 2 quarts, so I'll probably have to get some more, is you pour some water on the coconut coir disc. And as they soak in the water, they start to grow, expand. See, that was 2 quarts, which got the tray wet and did about half of the cores in here. And you can see, like, this one went from this size to this, and it's gonna start falling apart. So now I need to get more water. Another 2 quarts. It's able to cover all of them. Since they're not all growing up yet, getting close, I probably need to get some more water. So that's been 6 quarts of water so far to get these things to expand. And that's warm water. Alright, so my plan is to plant mostly sweet pepper and obviously the rhubarb. And the peppers always take longer to grow. They need more heat and stuff than tomatoes. And so if I'm only planting a small row of tomatoes, then I know that I can take these out, leave the rest as they go along. For the rhubarb, my overall plan is that once it gets too big for these, I'm going to move them to pots, and then hopefully I can keep those in pots till next year, until I find a place to put them where they'll grow. I haven't had that great of luck with rhubarb, so anything to increase the ability to have more of them. And I might try to do 1 row of those other flower seeds. Just say, I had never started flowers before, but I guess we can do the same sort of thing. We'll start them in the pot, start them in here, and then later put them in a pot or something, or put them right into the flower garden. So for starters, Red October hybrid. And I have 30 seeds of the sweet pepper, so I'm supposed to be in here. So I can try at least 2 in each one of these. Right. Not sure how many rhubarb I have. This is Victoria rhubarb. This is a double gold Gloriosa daisy. Got 100 of these seeds, so they must be extremely tiny. This Galarradia Arizona sun. Yep. Alright, so I got all the seeds planted. I'm gonna mark, like I said, I got it marked here with tomatoes, peppers, rhubarb, and some flower seeds. And out of water. So I think probably do a little bit more water, so I'm going to go fill up a little more of this. And so for tonight, I'm going to put these on my rack, and what I plan on doing, if I remember, is to put these out every day in the sun and then bring them in at night, because it is still a little chilly out. It hasn't, not exact the last frost date yet, but we'll see how it goes, and hopefully you will have a nice surprise.